We're going to look at how to solve sequences that are given to us recursively that are not arithmetic nor geometric. And they look really complicated, but they actually aren't too bad if you just use your calculator. So I'm going to use what's called the next now technique to think about where we're starting and where we're going next. So you'll see here the starting term, A1, is 0. It wants us to find the first 5 terms, so A2 through 5. And the key with recursive sequences is that they find the next term based on the previous. So this notation here looks really complicated. This a of n equals, the 1 doesn't matter, an minus 1 squared plus 2. All this really means, though, is the next term is based on the current one, and you do something to it to get the next one. So this is saying take the current one, square it, add 2 to it, and that's the next one. So the first term is 0. So A2 would be A1 squared plus 2. So to get the next one, take 0, because A1 is 0. Square it, 0. So A2 is 2. There we go. And there's actually a nice way to do this on the calculator, too. I mean, doing it by hand is not bad. Like to get A3, you would just take 2 squared plus 2, and that's 4 plus 2, which is 6. Okay, so, I mean, it's not bad to do by yourself, without a calculator. What we can also do is you can use a calculator, and most calculators will have this button, this ANS, this previous answer button, and you can use that to just keep generating the sequence terms immediately. So I do first is I type in the first term, so 0, enter. And then to get the next term, I'm going to use this next now idea. I'm going to do answer, which takes in the previous answer. It says to square it, so I'm going to square that. I'm going to put that in parentheses just in case, actually. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to do parentheses, answer, and then square, just in case we got negatives in there. We're going to want parentheses around that. And then do a plus 2. So what this will do is take the previous answer, square it, and do plus 2, which gets us 2 like we already knew. The cool thing, though, is that if I hit enter, I can keep doing that. I can do it again if I hitting enter again and get the next term. And then just keep hitting enter. We've kind of programmed our calculator to do all the typing in for us, and then it builds this pattern, and it can follow the pattern forever. So hitting enter gives me 38 for 4, and then this giant number for the 5th term. There we go. I love using the calculator for that because it's so quick to get those 5 numbers once you know how to do that, that previous answer button. Let's do one more here. I'm going to do this one all on the calculator just because we can. So I'm going to convert this, though, first. This is saying the next term is -1 plus 1 times the now, starting at 1. So I'll go into my calculator. I'm going to do clear all. First term is 1. The next term is -1 plus 1. I don't need the 1 there. It's just plus the previous answer. So if I just hit enter, I get 0 for A2. And then -1. This is actually a really easy. This isn't actually arithmetic because it has a constant rate of just -1. It didn't mean to be, but it actually is. And this is just -3. There we go. So there we go. So let's go back here. And only said the first 3 terms. I didn't read that. Got carried away. Let's find a new one. It looks kind of like that one. Let's try this one. So this one is saying -4 minus, okay. -4 times an minus 1. A1 is -4. Okay, a lot of -4s here. So I'm going to do -4 first, and then -4 minus 4 times the previous answer. I'm going to get 12. So that would be A2. Wants the first 4 terms. So then A3, I'm going to enter again. I already have it, is -52. And then one more time is 204. So you can see this is definitely not arithmetic. It's also not geometric. This would be times -3 if it was geometric. It would be adding 16 if it was arithmetic, and neither of those work for the next steps. You can tell it's neither one for this relationship, but it is a recursive formula, and let's make sure I got it right. There it is. Okay, so a nice way to use the calculator there with the previous answer button. Keep hitting enter and you can just generate those terms so quickly. Obviously that's kind of ridiculous, but great way to get the next term for a sequence that's not arithmetic or geometric using that previous answer button.